Well, good morning, everybody. One last look at the house here. It is still for sale, and I'm going to kind of walk down this side of the road here to kind of show you the piece of property that it's at, and the little chapel next door here. But the house is situated there on about 300 square meters of property, and we actually own it up to the road here. And then you got a sari-sari store right there. Okay. And next to the sari-sari store is actually an attached, like an apartment. I'll take you inside to show you everything here, because I'm going to make one last ditch offer here. I said I wasn't going to lower the price below the 1.39 million pesos. I'm going to give you a special 30 days here, 30-day offer here of what I'll sell it for. And as I walk across the street here, give you a little bit closer look. Okay, and like I said, a sari-sari store, and it's all gated and lockable. Like I said, we actually own it up to the road, but they wouldn't allow us to build anything more than 30 feet from the center line of the road after we'd purchased it. And of course you got a coconut tree here. Next door is a chapel. As I come through the gate here, you can see the front of the house. And what I always liked about it when we lived here was the absolutely huge porch here. I did that purposefully because when it came down to it, we did probably 80% of our living on the front porch here, and I roofed it all in, as you can see, and it doubled the living space of the house. And with the tropical weather that's here, it was very convenient to have such a large porch, and then you wind up living on the porch. We also have a hand-dug well down about 33 feet. There is a cooking spot in back of what you can use is even a rental place. It's one room. It's got a separate small comfort room. There is no water provided for it here, so you'd have to carry your water. And of course you can see how big the sari-sari store is here. The grass hasn't been cut for a while. We'll have to get somebody in here, but like I said, it's all gated in the back. Actually take you in the house here, and as you enter, you've got basically the main living room right here, with a small kitchen area, which is right there, a space where you can put the refrigerator. And I know when we were living here, we had a 2-burner portable stove that we set on the counter there that we used to cook, and we actually put our dinner table out here in front. But like I said, it's small, it's cozy, and it's basically only a 1-bedroom, but we do have a loft up above if you've got kids or planning on having kids. We do have a small loft, and I know a lot of times when the relatives came, they slept up there. I thought I had sold it way back last year, last summer, and as of this Christmas they reneged on it, and so I had to put it back up on the market. And of course since then it's been a real slow process, and that everybody complained about the price and not realizing what really the location is here. You've got an absolutely ideal location for a sari-sari store. You got an ideal location, you're close to the school for kids. And here is the one bedroom that's down here. And of course, as you can see, the people that were going to buy it did a lot of painting here, and we allowed them to do that because it was part of the family. And yeah, it was part of the family that reneged on the deal, so yeah, kind of got taken, but that's part of life. And as you can see in the kitchen here, it's got a sink with shelves down below, and the restroom with a fully operational toilet, a sink, and a shower here. If and when we do have a storage tank in the back of the house up about 10-15 feet, so whenever that is full, you got enough gravity feed in order to be able to take a shower here. And then what I call in the back here just a small laundry room. This was essentially built for Beth and I, and we were going to travel back and forth out to the farm, and that daily, and basically lived here. We had really no intention of living out there, and that lasted about a month or two. And then we decided to build a nipa hut out there and move. The driving back and forth was just really more than we wanted to do. So we've had family, Beth's family, live here basically ever since, and that. And like I said, they're actually going to buy, and then in December, right after Christmas, we found out that they reneged on the deal. So we've been kind of left sitting here with it, and now it's empty. And yes, it needs to have some work done to be able to personalize it however you want it, and that. Why we initially purchased it was just a location, absolutely beautiful location. Across the street here, they actually put up a school. They're going to put up some apartments across the street here, so you're not going to have neighbors or building or businesses right across the road here. And it's a huge lot just down there. If you can see the roof through everything, there is actually a school. And then farther down too is the grade school, the high school, and that. So school's within close range. The ocean is probably a 10-minute walk away. So it's fairly close here, that you can either walk through basically kind of where I'm pointing the camera right now, or you can drive down a little bit and actually drive right down to it. So, but especially for living, if you want to be on one of the main thoroughfares, if you want a sari-sari store, which her sister ran for a long time and did really well with it here, you've got that possibility. If you want to rent out a small apartment, you've got that possibility. Like I said, you got a hand-dug well and a super huge porch here, which is probably the thing I love about it the most. And when we lived here, is the one thing I really enjoyed. And like I said, except for sleeping at night, the whole day was basically spent out on the porch here, and that. So it is an ideal location. And what am I going to make for the special deal here? 1.2 million pesos. That deal is good till the 15th of May, and then it goes back up to 1390, and I'll just hold on to it till it sells. You know, somebody's going to come along and buy it, basically because it's already here. Yeah, it needs some work. I've always enjoyed purchasing places that needed some work because I could put my personal touch to it and really do the things I wanted to do with it, and that. Actually, I've got 1.5 into it. If I count all the costs of putting everything up and the labor and materials and you name it down, on down the line. I've got approximately 1.5 into it. I'm willing to take that loss because we really need to get our well in out at the farm, and this is the perfect time to do it during the dry season, so we can find out actually how deep we have to go for the water. So once again, the deal I'm making is, it is now the 18th of April, Thursday. I will sell it for 1.2 mil until the 15th of May. So you've got approximately a month here to come and see it, decide what you want. Like I said, you really can't go wrong, period. It's really a nice location, and that's what I keep telling everybody. Location, location, location counts so much here in the Philippines, especially if you want to work a sari-sari store or set up some type of a little food service or whatever. And with schools nearby, a lot of neighbors nearby, and not having to worry about anybody building houses across the road in there. Like I said, one person owns it all the way down the line here, all the way down to the school. And like I said, they were going to put some apartments in there, and the last I heard, and that's all I know so far. So everybody, that's it. That's the deal. If you're interested, contact Beth at Philippine Expat Country Living on YouTube. Leave her a message there, or a comment on one of her videos that you're interested in the house. Let me give you a phone number here, Beth. A phone number.
We'll just write it down to the description.
Oh, we'll include some contact information on the description of the video here, so then you can look at the contact information and contact us then. So for now, if you're interested, let us know.